Chapel. The reason I contacted you to come out here is because one night when we had contacted you to say we were going to do some training out in the yard, because I had some members, we saw a shadow walking in between the hallway here and out near your front window. And it was caught by a numerous amount of people. And then we ended up coming over here to talk a little bit, and I knocked on the door and I got a response back, but it wasn't a knock, it was like a kick. And one of my investigators heard the door handle jiggle. So I asked if anybody was in here, and we got a response back, yes. And we got tons of responses from outside. Now I noticed there is a door that covers the door.
The front door, yes.
So there's no way anybody was in here at 9:30 at night, that's for sure.
Shouldn't have been.
We looked the whole place over to make sure nobody was actually here. So the place is kind of interesting. It was built in 1905 or 1904. And there's actually two people buried inside the wall, the mother and the daughter. So according to some of the information I got, that the daughter donated the money to build the chapel. And this is information that you know about as much as I do.
The chapel is named after the daughter's mother, Ursela, so it's called the Ursela Chapel. The daughter's name was Fanny Riddle. They actually died before the chapel was built. They were buried in the cemetery itself. Once the chapel was all built and the wall was ready, they exhumed them and placed them behind the wall. Her stipulation was that she donated the money if the city took care of the chapel itself, and that they would be interred in the wall. So the city abided by that. That's where they rest.
Now you've been here, what, 23 years?
23 years, yes.
Okay, now I have to ask this. I know I asked you earlier about it, but as far as you know, you've never heard of any paranormal investigators actually coming into the place, as long as you've worked here.
No.
So, I guess the way it looks, we're the first ones to actually come in here in like a long time. Who knows when the last time this place was run? I'm guessing maybe 40 years, probably, maybe even longer.
I would guess that about, yeah. Definitely.
It looks like it hasn't been used in a long time. I see that it's in a little bit of disrepair.
Yes.
So, but we're coming out here to find out these claims that me and my team heard from outside when we were here last time. We had to sign a letter to come out here to get permission to be here tonight, and we got that permission to be here tonight. So we're going to see if we can find those claims. Not saying that you work here all the time and you've never heard anything, but I don't want to scare you, but we're going to put you at ease tonight to see what we can find for you, so that way everybody is relaxed and nobody's worried. There's only two people that work with you in here all day long.
Actually, one other person.
One other person?
All day long, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, all right, so we're going to investigate tonight and see what we can find for evidence. So, I thank you for having us come out.
Thank you for being here.
My name is Larry.
And I'm Becky. We're here at the Ursela Chapel in Pine Grove Cemetery doing an investigation. So it was built by Ursela's daughter.
Ursela's daughter
Funded
funded the money to have the chapel built.
Nope. So is there anybody in here that wants to talk to us tonight?
If so, anybody that is in here to talk to us, I have this little meter with the green light on it right here in my hand. And if you have anything you want to say or talk to us about, if you could make it flash once for yes, 2 lights for no, it would be a big help.
the door that was put over it, I'm assuming after it was no longer in use. It's my assumption that's when that went up.
So as said, they heard a knock or a noise. They came over, knocked on the door twice, and they got a response back to that knock. Then they heard some voices, and they seen shadows, I guess. A shadow or a face in a window
In a different part of
in a different part of the building,
yeah,
which has
which has led us
led us to be here tonight.
So if anyone's in here, apparently you like to knock, so could you mimic this noise?
Hey, 2 knocks. Not 3.
You heard 2 knocks last time, doesn't mean I can't do 3 this time.
You want the devil to come in, that's fine.
Oh, for heaven's sakes. Okay. Could you mimic this sound? Does it bother you that we're in here?
If it does bother you that we're in here, can you make these lights jump on this K2 meter I have in my left hand? If you make them light up past the green that's already on there, it'd be a big help. At least we know you're here and you're acknowledging us. Actually, if you know music, and you like music, maybe you'll understand, you'll remember this tune, I guess you could say, according to the knock. Can you add to that?
You hear that? Giggle.
Another thing you could do is make the temperature drop. That could tell us that you're trying to communicate with us as well by using the energy in the temperature. So let's see what we're at. 50.5. Alright. If you're here with us, can you make that drop down to 50.0?
You could light this K2 meter up for me a little bit, 1 or 2 dots. That would be good.
That's Eric knocking, right? Was that you knocking? No, actually, it was a drywall knock. It wasn't a floor creak.
There's a red dot that keeps flashing on and off above the door.
It's probably a motion detector.
Oh,
Yeah. We'll say it's done it for a while.
I thought maybe it was him with his flashlight at first, but then I thought it was you with that. With this. Do you mind us being here? Obviously, this is your home. If you have a problem with us being here, could you just maybe give me a couple flashes on the K2 meter, let us know? If you don't have a problem with us being here, 1 light.
Are you a guy or a girl? Well, just one of 2, but if you're a boy, can you make the K2 meter light up?
If you're a female, could you make the K2 meter light up for us?
Was that you blocking out the light over by where Eric was seeing?
That's water. That's footsteps.
Is it possible for whoever is in here with us, if you're here, to maybe give us a couple footsteps or a little giggle? Maybe a yes or no?
One.
Hi, I'm John,
I'm Larry.
and we're at the front door of the chapel, Pine Grove. Um, the last time we came out here, we actually came out here to do some training, and we heard a bunch of stuff going on in here. We actually got a couple really good responses. We actually had, I believe this is a dual wall, correct? If I'm
Dual
correct.
door, yeah.
Dual door. And this door handle actually shook. We actually saw the door handle shake from the outside. We had a couple really good responses as far as knocking back and forth between Eric and whomever is still in the building with us.
There were also some voices too, wasn't there? Some of
Yeah.
those faint voices you could
Faint
hear
voices.
from behind the door.
We saw the blinds moving in the, I believe it was the front office.
The front office on the far end,
So
about midway up.
we've had really good experiences here as far as from the outside, and that's why Eric had got us permission to come in here and see what we can find out. So we'd like to communicate with whomever was here the last time that we had spoken with.
Whether it happened to be Ursela or Fanny, the mother and daughter, or if it happens to be somebody else other than them that is residing within the chapel walls. So if anybody is in here with us as of right now tonight, can you give a tap like this to let us know you're here and you hear us?
Can you do something again like that, a little bit louder, or maybe
Maybe a little closer.
shake this door handle again, maybe? Can you come closer?
Come a little closer. We're not going to hurt you. We're just here to try and.
We want to help. We want to find out, see if we can find out how long you've been here. Maybe what had happened to you. Just get some information. We're not here to harm you. We're
Trying to help other people who work in here on a daily basis understand some of the noises they hear here in the chapel during the day toward the evening hours before they leave.
or just help our viewers understand the afterlife a little bit better. That's how we could tap on the radio.
Tap on a radiator.
Eric.
That's right down there.
That's good, you're coming closer.
If you can make it just a little bit louder, it would be good. We're not trying to push, just trying to be able to understand and help the viewers and people who work here understand the noises that are being heard.
You can actually use the energy from the cameras that we have here to help you be able to make a noise or do something to, help identify yourself or to be able to communicate with us. So feel free, drain the batteries if you need to. We have plenty of batteries, we have plenty of equipment that has power.
Can you give a knock or a noise, maybe even a giggle? I mean, it won't hurt to giggle. If you feel like letting out a little giggle,
No, we actually heard a giggle when you and Becky were over here.
right,
Me and Eric heard a giggling behind.
over by the back pews.
Yeah. Did you maybe have your services here when you had passed? Do you have family that still resides in Manchester maybe? Is that why you're still around?
If you're able to answer us, one knock for yes, two knocks for no. Did you hear the footsteps? Something in the back corner.
Can you come up this way more?
Can you come closer toward the front door of the chapel for us?
Don't worry about the big guy standing there, just push him aside. He won't mind, just don't knock him over.
Are either one of you standing over by Becky near the camera right now? Because it seems to be getting really cold where she's standing all of a sudden. One knock for yes, two knocks for no if you can answer me.
You walk in. Remember, she's standing by a window too, guys.
And we were sitting by one and she wasn't that cold. 48.8, hit it right up in the corner right behind her where the lights shine.
It's 54 there.
Could be the heat coming off the light of the screen too.
Yeah, that's not gonna be that hot.
True.
It's an LED screen, LEDs don't
True.
throw off heat. Yeah, no, it's the same temperature. Just went down to 52.
Are you guys, either one of you or whoever standing in the corner where Becky is right now? If you are, just give us a tap or a footstep, maybe a thump on the floor so that we know that you're here with us.
this is Larry. We're sitting on the bench in the front of the chapel. We got Ursula and Fanny behind us. They're actually buried in the wall. So we're gonna ask them if they're in here with us tonight. We do have a digital voice recorder in the building. It's actually in one of the offices because we're hearing footsteps coming from the office area. So they're faint, but they're there. So I got a laser grid set up over there and a camera to see if we can catch something coming through the office.
Did have a shadow that went by too.
Earlier when you and Becky were doing your session, I was just, listening to the place, and I just happened to turn around because I heard like a tap or a tinging sound, which could be anything. It could be something in the building settling. And I just happened to turn a little more to my left, and I saw something hide the light. Now, I moved back and forth with me being in the building, and you could see my shadow on the wall because of the IR lighting, but it was not blocking out the light from the building outside. So something had passed through there, so that's why we have cameras over there right now. So I have a K2 meter in my hand, and it's got a green light on it, and a no for 2 green lights, and yes all the way up to yellow. So if there's anybody here that would like to communicate with me and John tonight, if there's anybody here that would like to communicate with me and Larry tonight, please feel free. Ursula or Fanny, if there's something you want to tell us, we have a digital voice recorder on the desk. Please feel free to answer any questions you would like us to hear. You guys did a good job by donating money to the cemetery to build this chapel, and they did a good job of it. Too bad you weren't here to see it, but if you are here to see it, hope you enjoy it. Now's your chance to talk to us, because who knows, we may never be able to come back in here again. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this K2 meter and place it on the floor. And if there's anything you want to tell me and Larry, light that up for us. Or, just make a sound to let us know you're here.
We'll catch it on a digital recorder. It's out in the office. Maybe you feel more comfortable that way.
So I'm going to make a knock sound like this, and I would like to see if you'd like to repeat that for me. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. Repeat it for me.
Are you able to make that thumping noise that you just made that me and Eric heard again, if possible?
Sounds like footsteps. Is there somebody else other than Ursula and Fanny here? If so, please make yourself known. Knock on something for me. We understand that nobody's been in this chapel for a long time, and this is the first time somebody being in here at this time of the night. So please, make yourself known. We're not here to harm you. We're not here to hurt you. We know we got some equipment in here that's got little lights on it and it does some weird things and stuff like that. Don't be afraid. Please approach them. You know, let us know you're here.
If you can, there's what we call a K2 meter on the floor in front of Eric. Has a little green light on it. And if you make that go to the second green light for a yes, or the third light, which is yellow, for a no, would you be okay with talking with us tonight? Or give us a sound, like something like this. A tap to let us know.
Where's your grid out? I see, normally those are brand new batteries, those should last 2 hours.
There's a lot of energy drawing them off.
Something's drawing them
Something's
off.
drawing the energy off of them.
Board.
Are we set up okay?
Yeah, you guys are all set.
Recording?
Yes, I'm recording.
Alright. So this is Becky and John in one of the offices towards the front more, where we've been seeing, well, I haven't, but John and Eric and Larry have all been seeing shadows stuck in through the doorway, and hearing some footsteps coming from this general direction. So we figured we'd come in here and see if anyone in here wants to talk to us.
I'll just point out there's a motion detector on the wall, and that ping you just heard was the radiators. The heat's coming up. It's pretty warm in here.
Yeah, it's comfortable in this room. Yes, it is.
It's gonna get warm over there. Right there.
It's actually only 50, wait, hold on. And 58 to 60, depending.
So whoever was coming in and out between the chapel and the office, we definitely like to communicate with you. Again, see what information we can gather. Maybe give us a name of who you are.
We have a DVR here that you can talk into, and we'll be able to play that back later. And if there's anything you want to tell us, that's one way you could talk to us. You could also make this K2 meter light up. That also gives us some information that you're here with us, and that would be really good for answering yes or no questions. So is there anybody here in this office with us right now? If you are, could you make that K2 meter light up at all, past the one that's already there?
Did you hear that?
That was a no. It was a very, very clear no.
That was a no.
It was very clear. Does it bother you that we're here?
That's Larry.
Larry, was that you?
Larry's by the door. Larry's by the door.
Larry's not by the door.
No, Larry's by that door.
You-
Was that you?
No, we heard a yeah.
We heard a no and then a yes, very clear.
The first time, and then you said something, want to say something again, and add it again.
Like I was saying, we heard a clear yes or no to Becky's response. The camera in the chapel actually just went out Can't explain, it's still got a full battery, so,
And while the guys were in the chapel investigating the camera and Larry had heard a few knocks in there as well at the same time, I was still sitting in here and I heard a voice very clearly, same voice I heard say yes and no before that, say come here, which I did not do because I was by myself and we are very big on safety first.
well, plus usually if you hear come here and it's not one of us,
It's not a good idea to respond to it. It definitely was that same very breathy, very male sounding, but it didn't sound very thrilled with us. It didn't sound like it wanted me to go play. So I was like, nope, I don't think so. So, let me try this again. Different question. Since you said yes to minding us being here, do you want us to leave?
Feels like something standing next to me.
That's how I felt when I was standing there when you guys were out of the room.
is there someone standing next to Eric? Can you tug on his shirt?
We already know you can manifest enough to talk to us, because you've done it very clearly a couple of times. If you want us to leave, if you tell us to leave, we will honor that, but you have to tell us. Do you want us to leave? Is that a no?
That was a no.
What is your name?
Nothing out there.
Is there something that you want to say to us? We're listening.
We're only here to help you if you need the help.
The hell was that? You saw that, right? Something just walked by the door.
Is there somebody in this room? No, nothing creeps the head in. Is there anybody in this room with me?
Right, so I have a PVS7 spirit box here, and what this does is it picks up white noise. From time to time you'll hear some FM frequencies. So here we go. Let me start this thing up here.
And white noise is used to help spirits communicate.
Yeah, help spirits communicate. So I need to find the button here. So here we go. My name is Eric. We are in the Ursela Chapel. Would you like to say something with us? Can you say that again? That's right. My name is Eric, this is Becky, and this is Larry. There's something you'd like to tell us? Feel free now.
Could you tell us your name? I said Keith.
repeat that for us one more time? Can you tell us your name, please?
What? That's right here.
Are you okay with us being here tonight?
That's the female voice. That's very
Is there anything you'd like to tell us?
Ursela or Fanny, if you are in here, please communicate with us. It may be the only time we get to talk to you. Was that you over there giggling earlier?
Who was walking back and forth from the chapel to the office earlier? Can you let us know that?
Does it bother you that we're here?
That was a no. That was a no. How many people are in this room with us right now? Okay. How many cameras? Two.
Thank you.
Five.
How many spirits are in this room with us right now?
Four.
Being number earlier, four.
All right. How many live people are in this room? Four. That's it.
What are 12 before that?
All right. Is there a male here present?
Is there somebody standing right behind me right now? Is there anybody standing behind me by the front door right now?
Do you remember what any of our names are?
Can you tell me who's sitting in the middle chair right now?
Female. Can you say that again? No. That was female, it was not. That's the same female.
Do you want to keep talking to us?
Do you want us to leave?
There it is, no. Is there something you want to tell us? Eric.
No, before that.
Can you repeat what you last said, please? Are there any females in the room with us?
Yeah.
Can you tell us your name?
Yes. Is there anybody buried in the walls of this chapel? That wasn't me.
Who's me? Can you tell us your name?
Are you Ursula?
Or Fanny? Is that you banging around here? Me.
It's just sort of a name.
Who's me?
Can you tell us your name?
So there's four of us here at the table. We got Judy, Larry, me, and Becky.
You said his name was John Ursula, right?
Is there anybody here at the table with us? Come on, there's plenty of chairs. Come and have a seat and talk with us. Is there a John here with us who used to work here?
Oh, Ursula.
That sounded like Ursula.
Ursula?
Was that you, Ursula? Did you just try to communicate with us? What? was that? It was like a, enough. You all right over there, Becky?
Well, this is a beautiful chapel. We thank you for everything you've done for us tonight. Let us alone.
That's what I thought I heard.
Yeah. Is this Fanny or Is this Fanny or Ursula that wants to talk to us? We're not going to be here much longer. Maybe about another 20 minutes or so. So if there's something you would like to tell us, now's your chance. We got the digital voice recorder at the end of the table. We got this K2 meter over here, and we got the voice box.
You want us to leave here? Do you want us to stay?
How many spirits are we talking to?
Let's say 11.
11, that's what I heard. Or if it's easier, you could always talk into the DVR sitting at the end of the table, where the thread is.
That sounded like the door handle.
Was it this?
No,
Okay, that was my foot.
it sounded like it came from over there. No, that's a phone.
That's my phone. My mother's probably text messaging me more pictures.
Can you grab that door handle for me in the front like you did a little while ago for us when we came here the first time? Or could you bang on the door again? Please let us know you're here. We won't hurt you. What the heck was that? Is that a ringer?
I heard it, I just don't know what it was.
Could have been outside noise too.
Not for that one.
Now you got the water dripping off the roof.
I don't know, I had that sound, the other one, water dripping.
To the infrared lights. Flash one.
Can you make that K2 flash for me again? If it's Ursula, can you give me another green light to flash?
Make sure the K2 is on the camera. I'm catching it.
And if it's Fanny, can you please let us know? Or John. I guess you used to work here back in the 30s?